Just a little season recap. As we said, we started in Disney World. We were 4-1 down in Disney. Kind of dropped an early game and then finished 4-0. We played teams from Minnesota, Illinois, and New Jersey. Came home, opened the season with 6 straight wins. We had a 7 seed in the playoffs. The team made the first Diamond Classic in 3 seasons. They ended up dropping an 8-7 decision to a team that went on to win South Jersey Group 4. And they were able to capture the Cape Atlantic League National Conference Championship. In their last regular season game of the season, they finished with a 17-6 record. So congratulations to our varsity letter winners. We're going to honor our 2 senior managers first, and managing any high school team isn't easy. It's time consuming. There's long bus rides, loud dugouts, long games, cold games. Throw in the mix that our 2 managers continually feed the boys every single game, and it's an amazing undertaking. And I can say without reservation, we had 2 of the best managers around. So we're going to thank and recognize them both tonight. They're both getting their first varsity letters, and that is Miss Leanna Cooperman and Miss Christina Gittis.
I'm gonna move so I can get the view from there. I feel like you had Dan.
Program. I think what I love best about this guy is that you can look him in the eye and talk to him before the game, during the game, and after the game, and you would have no idea if he played an inning, if he was successful that day, if he had a tough day, because he's kind of the epitome of a team guy, and he truly puts his teammates ahead of himself. Works hard at practice each day. He's extremely supportive. He had an early season back injury that kind of derailed the start of his season and kind of took him a little while to get into a flow, but he made contributions throughout. I have no doubt, I've already actually seen video of him hitting and working out and lifting, and I know he'll be an everyday player in our outfield next season. Maybe even log a few innings on the mound, possibly. He's earning his first varsity letter tonight, Clayton Sands. Our next letter winner came in this season and kind of immediately made his presence felt in the infield. He had the ability to play multiple infield positions, but he kind of settled in at second base. He hit .313 on the season, picked up 20 hits, led the team in runs batted in at 22. He committed just 1 error all season at second base. He had a 97% fielding percentage. Some of the highlights that come to mind for me, for him, was his home run at home, as well as the game-winning hit he had when the game kind of seemed in doubt against Sapsagami at home. He also helped us in spots on the mound. He ended up throwing 10 1/3 innings. I expect he will be a tremendous contributor to our 2020 team, and he just kind of has a presence and a confidence about him that the coaching staff loves, and I know will lean heavily on him in the middle of the order offensively next year, and as well as on the mound. He's getting his first varsity letter, Brody Levin.
B-Rody!
Last season, this guy got the opportunity to go to Arizona with us, and his production in the preseason and in Arizona earned him a starting role immediately. And then by midseason last year, he was in the leadoff role, and I felt comfortable penciling him in that spot ever since. He started all 23 games this season. There was only 3 guys on the team that did that. for the second consecutive season, he led the team in hitting. He was tied for the team lead at 24 hits. He hit 358. He led the team in walks and in doubles and runs scored. And he seemed to be the kind of at the center of all of our big rallies, and we kind of went as he went at the top of the order a lot. I expect he's going to have a tremendous impact for us again, wherever we decide he'll be in the lineup next season. And I know that he expects to a lot more innings on the mound, and he knows he has some talent there too. So we're excited for what he can do both on the mound, in the field, and as a leader for us next year, because he'll be a 3-year starter for us by then. Tonight he's getting his second varsity letter, and we're also going to recognize him as our Offensive Player of the Year, and that is Elliott. Our next letter winner had high expectations for himself coming in. We had tremendous expectations for him. He only threw about 14 innings for us last year, but he was lights out every time. This March, we had him out against Bishop Eustace as a top 5 team. He struck out all 9 guys, and it was kind of like an arrival moment for him and an exciting moment for us for what the season was going to hold for him. He was playing great baseball at short. He was pounding the ball. He was throwing the ball well. And then the season kind of flashed before his eyes and mine, because he was at my feet when he got injured sliding into third base in Orlando. It was kind of the first setback that he had athletically. I think it was probably more of a challenge for him mentally than physically, because everybody kind of told him he'd be back and it'd be fine, but it was just kind of how he was going to handle it. I think what impressed the coaching staff the most was that he just kept showing up every day. He kept trying to help out where he could, support his teammates. We probably had a more difficult time slowing him down and sitting him down on the bench and telling him to stop throwing than we did speeding up and trying to get him back to playing. He had the knee surgery, came back, and was kind of the shot in the arm we needed late in the season. On the mounds, he struck out 30 batters in 19 innings. He allowed just 1 earned run. It's the only earned run he's allowed in 34 innings he's thrown for us in his career. At the plate is probably where his impact was felt the most. He ended up hitting .405. He had 17 hits in the 13 games he played. And his Saturday night performance against Holy Spirit was something that was really, really exciting for us and really exciting for him. And we're looking forward to a great summer for him. He's got a lot of nice opportunities ahead of him this summer, and I know he'll be real successful for us for many, many years to come. He's going to get a second varsity letter. He's going to get our Mustang Award for the second consecutive year. It's for the most indispensable player, and the best way I can describe it is we were much, much, much better every time he was out there with us in the lineup, and that's Chase Petty.